Our representatives from the University of Texas, from left to right, are head coach Mike White and student athlete Citlaly Gutierrez. For those in the room, please raise your hand for questions and we'll pass a mic to you. For those on Zoom, please use the raise hand function and unmute yourself when I prompt you. Coach, if you'd start us off with an opening statement.
Yeah, obviously, congratulations to the University of Tennessee for making it to the College World Series. First time in a little bit, but classy act out here. The fans were really good, conducting themselves in a very good manner, which I think is something that needs to happen around our sport. Some of these places, it's getting a bit rough to play, especially for the players. But so I commend him on that. Obviously, it was very well done. The field was good. The umpires did a great job. Everybody involved, organization, everything was spot on. So great job there. To my team, it's always tough to finish the year out, especially when we let ourselves down a little bit there with 5 errors and 9 runs or whatever it was. So that's a tough way to finish it, especially after a really good performance by Citlaly here, who threw extremely well for us. But we just obviously getting 2 hits. We're not going to win too many ball games getting 2 hits. So we got a lot of work to do, but I feel confident and I feel proud of my team. Really young group of young women. We've got a lot to build on, and it's just a start for us. We've got to make sure that this loss stings a little bit, which it does, obviously, and make it motivation for our team and for our coaching staff and everybody involved in my program to get better. That's what this shows. Thank you.
Question starting with Al.
Coach, what did Gottschall have that made her so effective through the game?
She spins it well. There wasn't any off speed to worry about, but located it pretty good. Nothing too much down the middle of the plate. I haven't reviewed the film, obviously not enough time, but she's deceptive. I was just a bit disappointed in my hitters. We're better than that, and nothing against her, but we've seen that type of pitching before. So just it wasn't our day, unfortunately.
Next, take a remote question from John High.
Coach, what do you tell your team? I know you mentioned, you got a lot to look forward to. What do you tell them after something like this that stings? And Citlaly, what do you take from this loss?
Well, yeah, we just use it as motivation. I mean, we were right there at the end last year, but we had a big turnover, especially in leadership in the program. You lose Mayra Acopo, Haley Dolcini, and Janae Jefferson, who were 3 absolute key pieces of our program last year, and to come out and do what we did this year. Many say we should have been in the top 8. It didn't look like it today on that performance, but everything happens for a reason, and I've said that all year to them, and this happened for a reason, and we've got to make sure that motivates us in the off season to get better, and that's what I told the team.
Kind of like what he said, you just use it as motivation. Keep on building what we have. We have a lot of young talent, and I think like in the coming years that we're gonna have something special.
Stay on Zoom and take a question from Nick Moyle.
Yeah, Mike. Mike, like you said, obviously this is a really young team. You relied heavily on 4 freshmen and, 5 if you want to count Ashton, since she didn't play at all last year. Just what do you think about the approach that, those young ladies kind of took to the game this year, and how do you see them kind of growing and becoming maybe, the next standard bearers for this program moving forward?
Yeah, well, I think the way the year started off, they thought it was easy. I think they're all batting around 400, 500, and as someone's been around the game for quite a while, it's not going to last, and you just wonder how they're going to handle the adversity of maybe not hitting quite as well or things going against them. And we preached that into them. Some bounce back a little bit better than others. Some struggle a little bit, and that's what we've got to do when we have our end of season talks here in the next couple of days. Is really kind of review where they're at and set a game plan for them for the off season to get better. But I just think they carried themselves well. They didn't carry themselves like freshmen. So especially Citlaly here, who has really built and got stronger each time she came out. I remember the first game this year, she was shaking like a leaf, right?
Yeah.
So, she's come a long way to be able to throw in that atmosphere today against a very good team and, hold them down for 5-6 innings.
Stay on Zoom with Maria.
Coach, you weathered that 3rd inning when Tennessee took the sixth inning, when Tennessee took a 3-0 lead, but then at the seventh inning just sort of, that was a tough one. What just came apart for Texas in that inning?
I'm not sure what went right. So, it was one of those deals where it just, we couldn't make a play. I think some of the players hung their head a little bit, which we need to talk to them about. You can't give up in this game, and no one's going to feel sorry for you. So you got to take things into your own hands. Someone's got to step up, show some leadership there. So there's a lot of stuff for us to talk about, and I'm hoping that will also make us stronger. And as I told the team, we never, ever, ever want to see this happen again. That's their goal.
We'll take our last question remotely from Eric Lopez.
Coach, when you look back at this season, considering the youth that you had after what you mentioned, what you lost last year, what will you reflect about this year's team and what they did, considering the youth?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a bit early. I'm always looking, trust me, tonight I'll be planning for next year and thinking about what we can do, and not so much thinking about what just happened, but how we can get better. But we've got to learn how to manage the strike zone a little bit better than what we're doing. I think, we talked to them about that a little bit. And I think if you notice, we were chasing a lot of pitches the last couple of days and even the last few weeks. So we've got to be better. Better teams are better at getting better pitches to hit. And that's what we preach to them. And unfortunately, we started to press a little bit and chase.
Texas, thank you very much. Congratulations on an outstanding season.
Thank you. Congratulations again.